all of you are really great people. I'm just saying, I really hope everything works out for you in the future. I really care about each and every one of you. You're either my friend or you're my lover or my girlfriend at one point. And I really just hope for the best of you guys. I'm pretty sure they all have boyfriends. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now before we start today's video, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon to stay updated with my latest videos. Today I'm doing something a little like risky, I guess. You know, some people may not like it, some people may like it. I think it's funny. I think it's a fun idea. I'm gonna be ranking my ex-girlfriends. I'm not gonna be ranking them though. I have a couple of friends here with me. I have Kiana, Alyssa in the back, and Sarah's over there. You guys already know how Sarah looks. She'll be here though later in the video. Why not? And George is on his way. But yeah, so they are going to be ranking them for me. First, we're going to show their initial thoughts on how I would rank them. And then after I explain a little bit about what I think about each one and how the relationship was, they're then going to maybe ask some questions or just rank it and see how I would rank it. And then at the end, I'll show my actual ranking. Okay, so we're back. They actually filled out their initial thoughts, their guesses, before I tell the stories about my ex-girlfriends. Each one has a code name. I'm not actually going to call them out. Hey, Gilbert's in the back. So, yeah, I'm not going to use their actual names. I'm not going to throw any shade like that. So, like, alright, so this is Sarah's. She guessed number 1 emerald, 2 ruby, 3 perry, and 4 jade. And then George's 1 emerald, 2 jade, 3 perry, and 4 ruby. And Alyssa put 1 emerald, 2 ruby, 3 perry, and 4 jade. I said Alyssa. Kiana put 1 jade, 2 mermaid. She meant to put emerald, 3 ruby, and 4 perry. So it seems like a lot of you put emerald first.
Damn right.
Alright, so we're gonna start off with emerald. Emerald is so we dated for almost 2 years.
Oh man.
What?
Can I change mine?
No, you can't.
Emerald or mermaid.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't say anything about this person yet. She's like, can I change mine? Yeah. Emerald and I dated for almost 2 years. The only thing about that relationship, real fast, is that like we both didn't have our licenses at the time. It was like before like any of us like taking a test or whatever. She was cool. I'm gonna be honest with like how they were and everything. She changed her hair color a lot, which was never a problem. Just like everyone was always like, oh, what's her new hair color this week? Because it'd be like that, like it was like purple, then it's like brown ombre to blue, red. It's not in that order, but if I really wanted to remember the order, I probably could remember the order. But anyway, I got really close with her family. She came from a really big family, so I really felt close with that. And she was funny, she was cute. We had a great time. And the thing about like her and I can't recall a time we like ever argued with each other. I don't recall a time. She was like my first love. Like obviously we dated for like almost like 2 years. I wasn't expecting to have like a serious relationship like that, like going right into high school. So beginning of junior year, or no, like the summer going into my junior year of high school, I remember I was in my prime. I was working out and everything. I remember in my prime, and while I was on a run, I got a text from her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm moving." Like, she didn't say it like that, but like, she called me, she was like crying, she was like afraid what was gonna happen with us and everything. And she was moving to Pennsylvania, which is like kind of a distance from where I am. And like, you know, I always say, you know, like, we're gonna make it work or whatever, we're gonna do it. And I'll say this about it, it ended kind of my fault in a way. It was no one's fault, because like we just couldn't do the distance. It was hard, but really if I tried, I feel like this is just a personal thing, I feel like if I really did try, I could have made it work. But like I was just really discouraged. I was scared at the time. I broke up with her. She was really sad and everything, and we never like hated each other though. We ended on good terms, obviously. Like she didn't think it was like my fault. I didn't think it was her fault, obviously. It had to happen. Anyway, that's Emerald's story. Do any of you have any questions about Emerald?
Mermaid had some crazy hair. That's why I called her that.
Have you ever seen a picture of Emerald?
No, can I?
Yeah, you can see a picture of Emerald. We are going to, who was second? Oh, Perry, nice. Okay. Perry and I have been best friends since freshman year. I'm not telling the whole story, but that's like an important factor. Her and I have been best friends since freshman year. So, right after Emerald and I broke up, you know, it was kind of sad. I was sad or whatever. And Perry was always there for me and everything. And like, it was like 2 months after Emerald and I, and Perry wasn't really into me, but I always thought it made sense that like I would like her. So you know, I kind of made the first move, I'll be honest, and everything I did. And like after like we kissed once, cause she was like, you know what, maybe I don't know until I kiss you, and we did. And then she was like, okay, I'm in it. Like I'm in it. It wasn't a long relationship, so long story short,
Walk on it.
she was the first person I did it with. I'll say that. You guys aren't even paying attention.
You just did it with her. I heard that.
Okay,
It's on that stage.
I broke up with her the day before New Year's Eve when she planned to go see the tree with me that day. So I felt really bad, but we're still best friends after. And we had an on and off thing. We still kind of, you know, messed around a little bit afterwards, I'll be honest. But like, our friendship was kind of iffy. She like was like not obsessed with me. I wouldn't say that. She was just very emotionally attached, and like I think she like really liked me, and I thought I really liked her, but I didn't, and I feel bad because like it opened up feelings for her, but it made me realize that I just didn't have that feelings towards her. Any questions about Perry?
She's still number 4.
You think so?
Did I have her as number 4 too?
You had her as
I was like,
3.
No. Okay, I was close.
She's kind of hot, Margo. Ain't gonna lie.
Perry. So moving on to the third girl, we're going to talk about Ruby. Ruby is she's interesting. I met her at a Sweet 16. I remember at that Sweet 16, I literally said to the girl's party it is, I was like, I'm gonna try to hook up with her. Is that okay? And she's like, yeah. And like, you know, I was like talking to her. I got her Snap and everything. And like we never really talked after that. We didn't hook up that night. I was like, you know, I was too pussy. But it was like weeks after, and then we're talking or whatever through the phone, and she was like, oh, you know, like I like this guy or whatever, like holding it off like that. I like this guy. I'm like, oh, who? She's like, you. I'm like, all right, cool. She was really funny. Like honestly, she was so funny. I had a good time with her. She was really fun to be around. Her like, she was like really emotional. But you know, like I appreciate when someone's emotional towards me because like, you know, that means you trust me, obviously. And I actually did like her. I liked her a lot and everything. But I was kind of an asshole. I was on vacation to like Mount Rushmore. And like, even before that, I was kind of like thinking like, I'm not really like, I don't know why. Like I just don't feel the same way. Like I don't feel that connection I felt like I usually feel if I know I like really like someone with her. So like, I didn't want to wait until I got back, like, back to New Jersey and everything. So I texted her and FaceTimed her, breaking up with her. Just because, like, she knew something was up too. And, like, we always argued a lot. And it was always over dumb things, I remember. And it kind of bothered me. And then, okay, so we broke up. That was fine. She was, like, cool with me. But then she tried to make like the Avengers of like my ex-girlfriends. She tried to like make like a whole like team against me. So first she contacted Emerald and was like, oh, so like he mentioned like when we were friends, that you two like never argued, and him and I always argued like how do I fix that? Like, how do I do that? Because he's being kind of an asshole. And then she was like saying like false things about me. And like, and then Emerald was like, you know what? I feel like he had did that to me. Like, fuck him or whatever. You know what? I'm gonna block him, whatever. She blocked me on everything, Emerald. I never heard from her for like 2 more years after. Like Perry and Ruby like know each other from my school. So we had a dinner cruise for my senior class, and Perry. No, all right. So I saw Ruby, and she was like she always gave me like death stares like in the hallways and everything and everywhere. And I just saw her and I was like, you know what? I don't know why we're mad at each other. It's dumb. I don't know why she's doing this. I'm gonna go up to her and apologize and everything. I went up to Ruby and I said to her, you know what? Like, I'm sorry for everything I did. I was kind of an asshole for the way I did it. But like also I don't appreciate the way you handled things or whatever. I just like would like to be friends because really, I really do enjoy you as a person. It wasn't anything personal, and I wasn't just saying that. And she was really happy. Anyway, so I talked to her, I made up with her as friends, and I don't know how this happened. Crazy thing, she started talking to Perry on the boat, and we were cool and everything. And then like, Ruby, I just made up with her as friends, and one of my best friends was talking shit about her on the boat, and I wasn't even with them. And she overheard it, and then she started crying and went to Perry. They were talking shit about me again, and she hated me right away again. I was like, I just made up with her. But then I talked to her, I was like, I don't know why he said all of that, because I didn't like, you know, say any of those things. I don't know why you're mad at me over that. And Perry was like pissed off because she remembered what I did or whatever, like, because she still like liked me, kinda. So Perry came up to me and slapped me across the face on the cruise. And funniest thing, one of the people working on the dinner cruise was like, damn. That's Ruby's story. After that, Perry and I were kind of fine. She just like, we tried to be friends again, and then she was always getting mad because I never talked to her. And when I started talking to her, she's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to be friends like anymore, and I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, you just like literally asked me every day to be friends with me, and now you're saying no. Okay, so I'm not really friends with her. I'm in good terms though. I talked to her recently, I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, just to see what's up. How are they? How is she? And then Ruby I've always been cool with, but then now she has a boyfriend who's like also my friend, not really now. And like she always contacted me first, and when I contacted her once, like after the next girl and I broke up, she was like, this is weird. I was like, what's weird? And then her boyfriend, my friend, contacted me, like, you better step the fuck off, bro. Like, I don't know what you're doing. You and this other girl broke up, and now you're crawling back to Ruby. Like, I don't get it. Just stay up. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I just told her a funny joke, and she usually does the same with me. So anyway, respect it. I don't care. I'm not really gonna like feed into this drama, so I don't talk to him anymore. I don't talk to her anymore. I think they're really cute together too. If you're watching this, I do think you guys are great together, but now you guys like came at me for no reason. I don't know if that was to spice things up in your relationship, but go ahead, you do you. No shade. Jade is the most recent girl. I'm not gonna go into many details on why we broke up, because big thing, very confusing. Funny enough, we went to the same high school since freshman year, and I didn't meet her until like we were on a train going to a charity event. I met her on a train, and like it was for like a pink out thing, and like we knew we went to the same school or whatever. I was like, all right. I thought she was kind of annoying at first. Saw her in school. We talked a lot. I always went to her lunch table during a lunch period. And I was like, why do I keep doing this or whatever? And we became like best friends. But I was like, I keep going to her. I keep trying to talk to her every day. Crap, I like her. I was like, crap, I like her. And like, she didn't like me at first, blah, 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 blah. She got jealous of another girl. She started to like me. Boom, we dated. We dated for almost a year. We were doing great. I really appreciated her. I think I loved her more than the first. Like, Emerald. Like, I don't really want to think about it now because, like, that's confusing, the whole subject of love and, like, who I love more or whatever. But, like, just something about Jade was just, like, really, like, a good connection we had. Emerald was my girlfriend, and, like, I felt like she was, like, my best friend, but, like, Jade, like, was my girlfriend as well, but, like, I felt like she was, like, really, really like my best friend. Like I could always joke around with her. I could always like do like whatever like not whatever I want, but like I could always do like weird things and she like laugh at them, you know, like always appreciate me for who I am, and I would feel the same way. Always care about her, I always try. But like when we got to college, we graduated together, went to prom together, we did all this stuff. When we got to college, she started to like get a little like worried about things and like how things should, and I was too, but you know, obviously like one of us had to be a little bit strong and like show how like we can get through it, you know. It's not that far. Her college is 20 minutes apart from mine. And like we started arguing one weekend, but she invited me to a Halloween party 2 days before we broke up. It was a couples party for a cheer team or anything, so I went. We're having fun, and like this couple like said like, oh my god, you guys are so cute, or whatever, and like we wish we could be like you. And Jade said like, you know, truth be told, we've been fighting recently, but we're cool together now, and like I'm really happy about that. And like that day I brought her a little gift, like a jar of like memories and stuff, you know, because I wanted to show her I appreciated her. And so she said everything was good and everything, and then the next day everything was fine. Then the day after that, it was, I texted her in the morning, no answer or whatever. My best friend's grandfather died, unfortunately, and like, you know, I was really close with him too or whatever, and like I really like was sad about that and everything, because I wanted to be there for him. And then she called me when I was at George, like not even FaceTime, she called me finally. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and she was like, hey, how are you? I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? I didn't even tell her about my best friend's grandfather yet, and she knows how close I was with that family. I'm like, you know, I was really glad to hear her voice. I was like really happy about it. Like I think George even knew, like I was really happy in my voice. And she was like, are you alone? I was like, no, I can be there. And I went down the hall and I was like, what's up? And she was like, are you sitting down? Immediately I was like, you're breaking up with me. And she started crying. She said yes. And I handled it like a champ at first. Because what I always said to her, and like this is how much I cared about her, and I'm being so serious, like I always said, like, you do what you need to do for yourself, because like you need to focus on your future. Like if I am what holds you back for your future and your goals, don't carry me around. Like I'd rather see you succeed and see you be happy with someone else, or you be you without me. Because like I really care about you and I want you to do good. And I told her that, and I told her I respect her decision for breaking up with me. I told her I'm not gonna say, oh, I want you back, or cry right now, because it sounded like she made up her mind. And like I said, that's what she thinks is right for right now, for that moment. Do it. Like absolutely do it. And like it was like a 4-minute phone call, she did it, and then like we ended on good terms, but then we ended on bad terms, and I don't know where we are right now. To be frank, I'm over it. Like I'm over it, but that like really hurt. She was like someone like I really loved and cared about. She doesn't know how much I cared about her, and that was a thing. It makes me a little upset to talk about, because I thought she knew me, and some of the things she says about me now, probably to other people, like it just makes me upset, because she knows that's not who I am, and I think she's just saying that now, and I don't know. I don't have any hard feelings towards her. I don't know how she feels about me. I don't think she watches my videos, unless she sees the title of this one. I think all of them are gonna see the title. It's like, do I watch it or no? Like that's the thing that's gonna happen. So they're gonna make a final list based off what I said, and then they'll show you their list. And yeah, so we're gonna do Alyssa's first. Number 1 for Alyssa is Jade, Perry, Emerald, and Ruby. Interesting. Kiana from Kiana and Magdi on YouTube, like and subscribe. Now she's saying number 1 Jade, number 2 Perry, number 3 Emerald, and number 4 Ruby. Is this yours, George?
Yeah.
That is mine. When I said one change.
You made one change, so you made one change. So put number 1 Jade, number 2 Emerald, number 3 Perry, and number 4 Ruby. And Sarah's original one was number 1 Emerald, number 2 Ruby, number 3 Perry, and number 4 Jade. Hers is now Number 1, Jade. Number 2, Emerald. Number 3, Perry. Number 4, Ruby. A lot of you had the same thing. All of you had Ruby at the end. And all of you guys had Jade as number 1.
Yeah, because how you talked about her like really made me upset.
So we're gonna get to my list. I'm not gonna like write it out. I'm just gonna say it, and you guys are gonna react as we go. Number 1. Emerald is number 1.
Why'd you say you loved Jade more than?
Number 1 is Emerald.
Come on.
Number 2.
Are you serious?
Number 2 is Jade.
Okay.
Number 3 is Ruby.
What?
Number 4 is Perry.
No.
Wait, why your list? Your list is whack.
All of you are really great people. I'm just saying, I really hope everything works out for you in the future. I really care about each and every one of you. You're either my friend or you're my lover or my girlfriend at one point. And I really hope for the best of you guys. I'm pretty sure they all have boyfriends now. I hope they're keeping you happy. That's today's video. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. So, yep. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon to stay updated with my latest videos. And peace.